And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
On second down, Cook. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. First down, here's the run with Cook. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A first down for Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen.
All right, now here we go. Listen to me.
Handoff comes to Cook. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
They pitch it out to Cook. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. Play fake. Cousins. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
Here we go.
Again, this is Cook. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that makes the score 7-0. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Pretty shifty footwork, but didn't buy him much. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. And that one good for 16 yards and a first. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Rodgers now on 1st down. Being chased out left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. Now keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball there, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Now Abdullah, the return. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going for the deep, and that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there. Cousins to Thielen. 47 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. First down, here's Cousins. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. Bullock good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22. And the pressure gets to him again. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Set! Green, 39! Green, 39! Leopard! Leopard!
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Here's J.K. Scott now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure. Let's see if they dial it up this drive. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And complete, right side, the tight end Rudolph. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They go play action. Cousins. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
You know, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Play action now. Cousins. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
This is taken at the 18. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle. But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Packers on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Jones operating from the gun. Caught on the right side by Adams. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And now out comes Minnesota. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A toss to Cook. Cook able to escape. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
A first run for the backup, Abdullah. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They go play action here on first down. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. Second down, Cousins. And almost intercepted. He could have picked it, maybe some space to go the other way. Instead, it's 3rd down. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because he just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Cousins now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. Throwing. Cousins escaping the pressure right. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
Launch a screen pass. That's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
3rd and short yardage. Cousins eluding the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And Bullock will put this one through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football, but it looked like a Packer. Yeah, a Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now Jones off the play fake. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Shifts by him. And now running right through it. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
and I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Off the bootleg, Jones, over the middle, complete. That's Adams. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Griffin in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. On play action, Cousins lets it fly for Treadwell. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
The Vikings on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Off the play fake, Cousins. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Throwing on 1st down, Jones. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies.
But I think the ball's out. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
Now Jones steps away to his left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Jones now. Off play action. throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Gun!
Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And out now come the Vikings. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Zadarius Smith able to get him down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Cousins now on 2nd down. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, giving different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fielded at about the 28. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Watch it now, Barney.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, we're into the 2nd half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
Jones off the play fake. And left side here, it's Graham. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Gone!
Back now at Lambeau. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney.
They run it again with Williams. Pushing his way through. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Off the play fake. Jones. Flushed out right. Shakes off the sack. Now he'll escape to his right. Oh, and now he bowls him over. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Buying time to his left. And he rifles one incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Throwing Jones. That's complete right around the 8. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Jones, operating from the gun. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
Back to throw. Jones. And he's going to go down. This will count as a sack, a very short sack, taken down at the 2.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney!
They'll go with Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. Now Abdullah, the return. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the Vikings now heading onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 23 yards on the play. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A first down throw for Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now a second down throw for Cousins. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And that'll make it 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
To the air again, it's Cousins. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Again, it's Cousins. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. First down. Here's Cousins. There he goes inside the 30. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Morgan. And finally marked down at the 23. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. On the carry, It's Cook. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. And now the Packers going to take another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Here we go.
Again, it's Cook. Oh, good footwork on the spin. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. The Vikings on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey, Clipper! Rhino! Black! Through! Yellow!
Now Cousins. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they've managed the clock exactly right.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there. And now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Everson Griffin in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
Gone!
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Daniil Hunter in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Detroit! Gone!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Santos with the extra point, and it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And now out comes Minnesota. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Green Bay, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Chicago Bears next week. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.